But I want to talk about something for a minute, and I wish I could talk about it in a better headspace. But Pete Alonso has now tied Darryl Strawberry for most home runs as a Met in franchise history all time. Now, granted, I don't really care that he tied the record today because we didn't win the game. The Mets continue to lose. What good is a home run record if you're not winning games? But I will say this. Pete Alonso, who just this series alone, this weekend, has woken up out of his slump, deserves to be paid. And I've been singing his praises all year. Pete Alonso on this season batting .264, 26 home runs, 93 RBI. Pete Alonso, who finished last season with 88 home runs. 88 RBI. Sorry, 88 home runs would be crazy. Finished last season with 88 RBIs. Mind you, was still an all-star, by the way, last season. 93 RBI. Probably will get 100 before this season is over. He's going to be a 30 and 100 guy, more than likely, before the season's over. Pete Alonso this weekend. And again, I wish we could celebrate that he tied the record. He's probably going to surpass it. God forbid an act of God stops him from playing baseball the rest of the year. He's going to surpass that franchise lead. He's got 252 tied with Straw. He'll get it. But Pete Alonso went 2 for 4 today, went 1 for 4 yesterday. That man deserves a cut. And Stearns didn't want to pay him. Now, granted, they offered him a 7-year extension going into the spring last season. He turned it down, took a bet on himself, had a down year, was still an all-star. Pete Alonso doesn't hit that home run in Milwaukee and break Devin Williams' hopes and dreams, there'd be no NLCS run last season. They come back to Pete. They say, all right, Pete, we'll give you a 2-year deal. We'll make you the highest paid first baseman in the league this season on AAV, average annual value. And you can opt out if you want after the year is over. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. got extended by the Blue Jays this season. He won't be going anywhere, especially the Blue Jays are in first place in the AL East. Very shocking. But coming in to this winter, Pete Alonso will be the premier first baseman on the market should he opt out. And rightfully so, he should opt out. You want to compare Pete Alonso's numbers end of year last year to this year. Pete Alonso last season, 34 homers, 88 RBI. So he's 8 homers shy of that mark, but he's already passed the RBI mark. He's 20 walks away from where he finished last season. He's got 50. And he struck out far less. Pete Alonso at the end of last year, 172 strikeouts, only 115 as of right now. Pay the man, Stearns. Pay the man. Don't be cheap. Pete Alonso, the most productive hitter on this team all year. Second in home runs on the club, first in RBI. And when Soto was cold early in the season, Alonso single-handedly was carrying this offense on his back. The fact that he's been cold as of late, I can't even fault him because the man was hot to begin the season. Pete Alonso has earned his money after this season. He's going to be a 30 and 100 guy. You're going to let that type of production walk when your 6 through 9 can't even get on base and your 5 is iffy? Baseball purist says, no aura, no vibes. The Mets need to take their heads out of their buttocks. Yeah.